Hey, good people, we're in the car, so you know what that means. It's time for a car talk. Whew. So y'all know I'm allergic to everything, like everything. And recently, within the last few months, I've really been taking it seriously. And that's not to say that I haven't taken my allergies seriously in the past. It's just there's so many of them that I have made decisions not to listen to some of them because it just will complicate my life. Like I have to listen to the sun because my skin is going to be burning kind of like it is now, and that's why I wear these hats even if I have on a suit or something like that, because it's going to wake up and it's going to tell me, hey, this is what's wrong, and I have to kind of fix that. Fish, I'm definitely allergic to fish. My throat is going to close up, my eyes are going to swell if I eat some fish. So I don't eat fish. I avoid it like the plague. Grass, trees, and weeds for a while, they affected me kind of adversely, so I did avoid them for a long time, and they don't quite do me like they used to, so I don't really do right by those. But there's this one allergy that I have, and it's soy. Well, if you've read the back of a package lately, you know soy comes in just about everything we eat over here in America. Most of our favorite cookies, chips, I love a good Twix bar, there's soy in that. I love a good chocolate cake, most chocolate cakes got soy in that. Anywhere you want to eat, just about. Most restaurants that I love and I really enjoy, well, guess what? They fry their food, they prepare their food with soy. Most baked goods, they use soybean oil, commonly known as vegetable oil, and that's a big trick there. And so all of these things in my life I was having to get rid of in the last few months, and it's been frustrating because I'm a foodie. I'm sure you've read some of my food reviews, and I like food. Me and I'll travel for food. I got a whole board on Pinterest. You should follow it. I'll travel for food. But the reality is that it was causing so many terrible things to happen in my body, I had to let it go. I love a good donut, but most donuts got soy in them. But they were breaking me out, and my skin was itching. I was perpetually itching, so much so that I had forgotten what it felt like not to itch. Can you imagine that? Forgetting what it felt like not to itch until I cut it out my diet. And I was like, boy, this is nice. This is nice not to be itching. Oh, my goodness. And then guess what? The sun came back. It's hot down here in Alabama. And even though we didn't have a cold winter, it kind of calmed down. And so I had, I wasn't suffering sun allergies. Well, it's April, and boy, it's back. So I'm back in hats. Got a haircut yesterday because my hair wouldn't fit in the hat. But my whole point is that you've got to pay attention to your body. You've got to pay attention to your body. Your body will tell you what's going on and what you need to do. I would tell you, you can ignore this. Don't listen to your body. I made this decision, just like I made the blood pressure decision a few years ago, because I want to be around to see my kids and grandkids. I want to be at my wedding day. I want to be standing upright. I don't want to be in a hospital bed. I want to see my children get married. I want to see my children have children. And I don't even have kids. I'm not even married yet. But I want to see these things. I want to see one of my companies make it to be Fortune 500. Praise God. Speaking it in advance. I want to see all of these things. I want to see all of these things. I want to see this page blow up. And I want to see all these followers coming. I want to see your lives change. I want to hear about the testimonials. And in order to do that, I have to do better by my health. Now, cutting out soy meant that a lot of my food comes from the health food store now. A lot of my food is organic, and I didn't realize how much food is fake that we eat. I didn't realize how much of the stuff that we consume is not good for us. And I used to laugh at people who eat organic, and I used to call them tree huggers. And it's funny how life turns on you. But it is amazing to me. I'll tell you a quick story. A couple of weeks ago, about a month or two ago, I didn't have that much money in the bank account. And I knew that by the end of the day, I would have some money in the bank account, but I was hungry right then. And so I went somewhere, I knew that there were 4 places I could eat for cheap, but I couldn't eat them without soy, I didn't think. So I knew McDonald's was out. McDonald's is full of soy, and I just knew that was dead. A lot of it was fake. Okay, but I was thinking, okay, well, Burger King, I like Burger King. I hadn't had a rodeo cheeseburger in probably 2 years. That'll be good. Well, there was soy in the bread. I couldn't eat that. Oh, crap. There's not a lot. And then I knew Taco Bell was out, even though I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell is full of soy. Couldn't do it. Then I pull up Wendy's. Wendy's was my final hope. I only had about like $10, but I needed to spend less than that. Because you never know what else you might need to do. So I was like, okay, Wendy's. So I pull up Wendy's and like, I'm gonna get the 4 for $4. Hadn't had the 4 for $4 in a while, but I'm gonna get the 4 for $4. So I pull it up, I look it up, and I'm looking up the ingredients because now I have to read ingredients because I'm trying to be healthy, I'm trying to be around, I'm trying not to break out, even though I'm breaking out. Trying to live the best life I could possibly live. Well, I found out, and Wendy's didn't have soy in any of the 4 objects that I was about to eat, and which was great and wonderful, and I was excited about it. But what bothered me, please don't hit me. What bothered me like nobody's business is that there was not soy in the food, okay? But the chicken nuggets didn't have chicken in them. Catch that, don't miss that. The chicken nuggets didn't have chicken in them. All the ingredients, there was no chicken in the chicken nuggets, and that bothered the mess out of me. Why? Because it's a chicken nugget. But here's what it is. How many things are we putting in our karma bodies that are not real? What are we feeding ourselves, feeding our kids, feeding all of these people around us that is not real? But even deeper, what are you putting in your spirit that isn't real? Where are you going that is artificial? Who are you listening to that is not putting sound doctrine in you? What are you doing? You know, and it came to me, y'all know I'm a youth minister, and I coach basketball and football, and I have all these groups, and we have a man cave and girl talk and all this stuff. But my church is in a lower income neighborhood, and so if either your parents grew up in the church, and so you commute to the church, or you walk to the church. And a lot of my kids that play basketball and football live in that neighborhood. McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King and all of these places that serve artificial food is a delicacy to them, and that bothered the mess out of me. It bothered me because while I have the privilege to be able to eat Chipotle and eat it and shop at Earth Fair and Whole Foods and be able to get the organic food and all of this good stuff, they can't. So hey, let's watch what we're putting in our body, because I do want to see you around here when I'm around here 100 and sexy. But 2, what are you putting in your spirit? Are you putting organic stuff in your spirit? Did it come straight from the mouth of God, or was it processed and there's only a piece of God and a whole lot of junk? So y'all be conscious. This has been CoJo. Until next time, this has been a Car Talk.